The Earth during the age of dinosaurs was a world filled with massive creatures. On land, dinosaurs like the towering sauropods and the fearsome theropods dominated the landscape, while in the skies, massive pterosaurs soared above. However, there was one arena where the true giants of the Mesozoic era competed, and that arena was the ocean. The seas were home to a group of marine reptiles, some of the most formidable creatures to ever exist. Among them was a dinosaur so massive it might just have made even the mighty mosasaurs and pliosaurs look small. This dinosaur wasn't just another sea predator, it was the largest to ever roam the oceans. A true prehistoric leviathan that ruled the watery depths. In May 2020, 11-year-old Ruby Reynolds was walking along a beach in Somerset, UK, when she stumbled upon the first pieces of what would become one of the most important fossil discoveries in recent history. She discovered fragments, but not of rock. These looked different, almost like fossilized bone. The fragments were part of the jawbone of a massive marine reptile, later identified as Ichthyotitan severnensis. The fossil sparked a scientific journey that led to its formal naming, which means giant fish lizard of the Severn. Ruby, her father, and a team of scientists spent years uncovering additional pieces of the jaw, piecing them together to reveal the true size and significance of the creature. Ichthyotitan severnensis reached extraordinary sizes, up to 25 meters long, due to a combination of evolutionary pressures, abundant resources, and a phenomenon known as marine gigantism. This process, observed in several prehistoric and modern marine species, occurs when certain environmental conditions favor larger body sizes over generations. But why did Ichthyotitan grow so much larger than its predecessors? One major factor was its evolutionary lineage. Ichthyosaurs had already evolved streamlined bodies and powerful tails that made them incredibly efficient swimmers, allowing them to chase down targets with minimal energy expenditure. However, Ichthyotitan took this a step further. Its massive size likely granted it unparalleled access to food sources. In the late Triassic seas, a surge in marine biodiversity provided an almost limitless supply of fish, cephalopods, and smaller marine reptiles. With fewer constraints on food availability, growing larger became an advantage rather than a liability. Another key driver of Ichthyotitan's gigantism was predator avoidance. In evolutionary biology, there's a concept known as the predation escape hypothesis, which suggests that organisms that grow beyond the size range of potential predators have a better chance of survival. Think about the blue whale, a modern giant that has grown so large it has no natural predators in adulthood. In the Triassic oceans, large pliosaurs and later mosasaurs had yet to evolve, leaving Ichthyotitan with relatively few natural threats. This lack of predation pressure may have allowed it to grow unchecked, securing its place as the ocean's dominant predator. Gigantism also brings physiological benefits, particularly in thermoregulation. Larger animals retain body heat more effectively due to a lower surface area to volume ratio, meaning Ichthyotitan could have ventured into deeper or cooler waters without losing heat as quickly as smaller marine reptiles. This trait can be seen in whales, whose massive bodies help them maintain stable internal temperatures even in frigid waters. But its humongous body isn't all this aquatic terror developed in its time. One of the most striking features of Ichthyotitan severnensis was its massive jaw. The fossilized jawbone fragments discovered in Somerset suggest that this marine reptile had an incredibly robust and elongated lower jaw, capable of housing an array of large conical teeth. These teeth, designed for grasping slippery prey, indicate that Ichthyotitan was a formidable hunter, capable of seizing and holding onto large marine animals. The jaw structure suggests an immensely powerful bite force, potentially rivaling or even exceeding that of later giant marine reptiles like mosasaurs. Another notable aspect of its anatomy was the sheer scale of its skull. While exact measurements remain uncertain due to the fragmentary nature of the fossils, estimates suggest that its head alone may have reached over 3 meters, 10 feet in length. This would have given Ichthyotitan one of the largest skulls of any known marine reptile, further cementing its status as an apex predator. Additionally, its elongated snout and reinforced jawbones hint at a feeding strategy that may have involved ambush tactics, rapidly lunging at prey with incredible speed and precision. Beyond its jaw, Ichthyotitan likely had large, paddle-like limbs adapted for powerful swimming. While ichthyosaurs as a group were highly streamlined, Ichthyotitan may have possessed structural reinforcements in its limb bones and vertebrae to support its massive size. This would have helped it maintain agility despite its enormous bulk, allowing it to chase down prey with surprising efficiency. These distinctive features not only made Ichthyotitan severnensis an exceptional predator of its time, but also suggest it was among the most highly adapted marine reptiles of the late Triassic, capable of dominating the prehistoric seas in ways few creatures could rival. Ichthyotitan severnensis would have been top of the food chain. Its size and teeth shape suggest that it primarily preyed on a variety of large marine organisms. One of its main food sources was probably other ichthyosaurs, as some related species are known to have been cannibalistic or to have hunted smaller marine reptiles. Additionally, it may have preyed on large fish, early squid-like cephalopods, and even smaller marine reptiles like plesiosaurs that shared its environment. If its feeding behavior was anything like modern marine predators such as orcas or great white sharks, it might have employed ramming tactics or death rolls to subdue particularly large or struggling prey. Some ichthyosaurs of the time had specialized feeding habits, with some focusing on small, soft-bodied creatures, while others targeted large, bony prey. Ichthyotitan severnensis likely fell into the latter category, using its size and power to take down creatures that few other predators could challenge. Its sheer size may have also given it a strategic advantage in scavenging. If a large marine reptile or other sizable creature died, Ichthyotitan could easily muscle in on carcasses, scaring off smaller scavengers. This opportunistic feeding strategy is seen in many top predators today and could have played a role in its survival in a highly competitive ocean ecosystem. Despite its massive size, Ichthyotitan was a skilled swimmer. Weighing in at an estimated 60 to 113 tons, it had to be incredibly well adapted to moving through the water efficiently. Its long, evolutionarily optimized body and powerful tail allowed it to move swiftly, while its large flippers helped it maintain stability and control in the water. Ichthyotitan likely used its tail in a side-to-side motion, much like modern whales, to propel itself through the ocean at remarkable speeds for a creature of its size. As it hunted across these vast oceans, Ichthyotitan shared its environment with a variety of other marine creatures, each playing a part in the intricate web of life that filled the Triassic seas. Alongside it swam other marine reptiles like smaller ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, and various species of ammonites. The oceans were warm and full of nutrients, offering plenty of opportunities for such a large predator to thrive. And as we previously discussed, it wasn't just the abundance of food that helped Ichthyotitan reach its colossal size. It was also the absence of many other predators that could challenge it. Even so, regardless of the neighboring competition, there are plenty of other elements that could influence the size of animals in this time period. So, how was the weather? The climate of the late Triassic period, around 202 million years ago, was significantly different from today's world. Yet it provided ideal conditions for marine life to live. During this time, the Earth was experiencing a warming phase with higher global temperatures and a more humid atmosphere. The planet was in the midst of a greenhouse climate, with no polar ice caps, leading to higher sea levels and warmer oceans. This resulted in extensive shallow seas that were rich in nutrients, creating a vibrant marine ecosystem that supported the growth of large marine reptiles like Ichthyotitan severnensis. The warm climate meant that tropical and subtropical waters were widespread, providing an environment where cold-blooded reptiles could maintain the necessary body temperature for optimal activity. The oceans were teeming with plankton and other microscopic organisms, which were the foundation of the food chain. These nutrients, coupled with the high temperatures, allowed marine life to flourish and enabled predators like Ichthyotitan to grow to extraordinary sizes. However, the Triassic climate wasn't just warm, it was also unstable. The period experienced significant fluctuations in climate, with both warming and cooling phases that affected the global ecosystem. These fluctuations were caused by volcanic activity, which released massive amounts of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, further intensifying the greenhouse effect. This unstable climate may have played a role in shaping the evolutionary path of Ichthyotitan and other marine reptiles, as the warmer seas created favorable conditions for their growth, while also fostering conditions that led to the eventual mass extinctions. The changing climate also contributed to the evolution of species in the Triassic oceans. Warmer waters could have influenced the migration patterns of marine creatures, as well as their physical development. The stability and warmth of the climate helped maintain this thriving ecosystem for millions of years, providing Ichthyotitan with the resources it needed to reach such enormous proportions. Now I suppose the question is, what led to its demise? Like many prehistoric creatures, Ichthyotitan severnensis was not immune to the dramatic environmental changes that would eventually lead to its extinction. The Triassic period was marked by considerable climatic fluctuations and tectonic shifts, which over time began to destabilize the ecosystems that had once supported the growth of massive marine reptiles. The extinction of Ichthyotitan is largely attributed to the global environmental upheavals that occurred near the end of the Triassic, specifically the end Triassic extinction event, which occurred around 201 million years ago. This mass extinction event was one of the most significant in Earth's history, marking the end of the Triassic and the beginning of the Jurassic period. This rapid warming, coupled with ocean acidification due to increased carbon dioxide levels, disrupted marine ecosystems and the food chains that supported creatures like Ichthyotitan. The Triassic oceans, once abundant with nutrients and full of life, began to suffer as a result of these dramatic changes. Marine environments became less stable, and food sources became scarce. The high temperatures and increased acidity of the oceans likely led to the collapse of marine habitats, reducing the abundance of plankton, fish, and smaller marine reptiles that Ichthyotitan relied on for sustenance. Additionally, Ichthyotitan may have faced competition from other emerging marine predators, particularly larger Jurassic marine reptiles that would dominate the oceans in the following period. The decline in food availability, coupled with the pressure from new competitors and rapidly changing environmental conditions, likely contributed to the extinction of the old king. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe for more, and I hope to see you next time. Stay safe out there.